In today's video, we're going to be getting the platinum for Donut County. Before we get into it, I'd like to mention Donut County is a 1 out of 10 difficulty, takes one playthrough and a total of 3 hours to get the platinum. The game also has a total of 21 trophies.
21? Man, shut your up.
Before we get into it, I just want to say real quick that 0% of you guys that watch my videos are actually subscribed to the channel. And I'm just saying this as a reminder because maybe you think you're subscribed, but you're actually not. Also, once I hit 5k subs, I'm going to be doing a special. For those of you who don't know what Donut Country is, it's where you place a black hole and you eat stuff. Make sure to leave a comment telling me what game you want to see me platinum next. I'm running out of games, please tell me what to plat. Starting off the game, it showed us a bunch of text on how this girl was getting super annoyed by someone honking outside her house. And then it put us straight into the tutorial on how to put stuff in our hole. After that super difficult tutorial, we ended up eating the duck. And then it brought us straight into the game showing all our characters stuck in a massive hole. And then all that really happened down here was each character telling their story of how they ended up in the hole. And if you couldn't guess it already, it was actually us. Going into the first level, nothing too crazy really happened. Except here's me eating the first character. And then going into the backyard, my hole was too small. So I ended up throwing stuff everywhere so I could actually fit into the hole. And then I ended up eating this furnace and I started shooting fireballs everywhere. And then I ended up getting a trophy for setting off the hot air balloon. Then on this one level I found out you can't be completely brain dead. Because once you sucked up the water, the hole ended up getting filled and you actually couldn't swallow anything without having the bird drink it. And then to end off the level, we ended up eating the bird. And then going into the next level, I ate 2 kangaroos. And a lot of stuff went down in that hole. And then going into this next level, I ended up eating the campfire. And then the bird kicked a bunch of charcoal into my hole. And then immediately after that, I set the guy's house on fire and got a trophy. And then this next level, I was able to shoot fireworks. And then I immediately shot them at the birds. And then I obviously immediately ate the birds. Dang, I'm better at stuffing things in my hole than your girlfriend.
That's what I'm saying.
And then going into the next level, I ended up getting an upgrade on my hole. Yes, I thought it was weird too, but once I did, it gave me a trophy. All that upgrade really did was make it where I could shoot stuff out of my hole. The real question is what kind of stuff. And then in this level, all I had to do was get a bunch of eggs until I was big enough to eat the whole barn. But I let 36 eggs get destroyed and I ended up getting a trophy for it. Then in this level, I ended up using a frog to eat a bunch of bees out of the air. Then in this level, I had to mix a bunch of ingredients to impress the chef. And every time I mixed something, a cockroach would appear, and if I let it get into the soup, it would end up ruining it. And I'm gonna be honest, this was by far the most annoying part of the entire game. And then going into the next level, I ended up eating the donut shop itself. And once I ate the shop, I ended up getting a trophy. Then going into the next level, we tried to recruit a hacker, so we had to go inside of his mansion, then bring him into the hole. And this level was a pain in the ass because every time I showed the light onto the cat, it would put out the light. Then I ended up turning on the light to the room, and the cat jumped on it, and it exploded. And then the cat fell on the floor and I instantly ate it.
What the fuck?
And then I ended up eating the entire house. And then going into the next level ended up being a big amusement park. The first thing I did was blow water at the Ferris wheel and it actually went flying into the castle. And then that gave me a trophy. And then in the next level, a lot of things went into my hole.
Huh?
And then we went into the final level and the first thing we did was hack a camera, giving me a trophy. And then we ended up sneaking our way around the castle. After I completed both of the very simple tasks
Stop the cap.
that the king gave me, and then the game threw us straight into a boss fight. It was a really simple boss fight where all I had to do was grab a bomb and shoot it at the drone. Once I beat the boss, I ended up getting a trophy. And then we ended up sending everyone back to the surface, giving me yet again another trophy. Now that we beat the game, we're gonna go back through all the levels and get any of the missable trophies I didn't get. The first thing we did was go back to the level with the crocodile and we ate everything except for the radio, giving me another trophy. And then for this next trophy, I had to send 100 emojis, so I ended up spamming her phone. Kind of like how I spam girls' phones in real life because I'm incredibly desperate. Once she said no and rejected me for the 100th time, I finally ended up getting the trophy. Then for this next trophy, I had to make a recipe for the chef, which was pour 2 things of salt and 3 things of pepper into the water. Once I did all of that, I got a trophy for it. And then for this last trophy, we had to sneak our way into the lab and enter a secret code on the switches. Entering that hidden code ended up unlocking a secret vault, which when I got in, it gave me the trophy. After I collected all the money, I ended up maxing out my drone and becoming rich. And then for this next trophy, I had to blow up the monitor with a firework. And then I had to go back to the boss fight, which got me 3 more trophies. The first trophy was letting the boss kill me. The second trophy was beating the boss without taking any damage. And the last trophy was for destroying the boss's monument. And then at the last part of the game where you're the drone, you gotta fly up super high into the clouds and you'll find this ship. Once you fly onto the ship with the drone, you end up getting a trophy for finding the king's getaway. And then you end up getting 1 more trophy for flying through the donut with the drone. And then I went through the entire Trashpedia, giving me a trophy then leading on to the platinum. That's gonna be all for today's video. If you enjoyed the content, please make sure to subscribe. Also, very soon I'm gonna be getting all of my platinums over at Twitch, so go follow my Twitch, link in description.